What if we told you that there's one single mineral, often ignored, that could help you regain the strength in your legs? Not a pill, not a supplement, but a real food-based solution backed by science. Now, most people over 60 think muscle loss is just part of aging. They accept it when their legs weaken, when stairs get harder, when balance starts to wobble. But here's the truth. Muscle loss is not inevitable. It's not just aging. It's often triggered by something fixable, a silent deficiency that few doctors talk about. This deficiency quietly weakens your legs, slows your recovery after illness, and increases your risk of falls, fractures, and even insulin resistance. But the best part? You can reverse it naturally, through the right food, at the right time, with the right movement. I'm Dr. James. I've spent over 50 years helping older adults rebuild their strength. And today I want to share with you what I've seen work, not in theory, but in real lives. If you care about aging with grace, if you want to stay independent, mobile, and strong without relying on pills, then you're in the right place. Welcome to Senior Muscle Lab. Every week we bring you one healing idea, backed by science delivered from the heart. And don't forget to leave a comment. Your story might just be the light someone else needs to start their journey. Number 1, why this mineral matters after 60. Let me ask you something simple. If you eat 3 full meals a day, why are your legs still getting weaker? You've been trying to eat well. You may even include protein, chicken, eggs, beans. But somehow the strength isn't coming back. Your legs still feel heavy. Stairs still feel like mountains. So, what's missing? In many older adults, the real problem is not a lack of food, but a silent lack of magnesium. Magnesium isn't trendy. It doesn't get the spotlight like calcium or protein, but it's the behind-the-scenes worker that activates over 300 reactions in your body. And when it comes to muscles, magnesium is the spark plug. It helps muscles contract. It supports balance, coordination, and even your energy. But here's the issue. After age 60, your ability to absorb magnesium drops. Your kidneys excrete more of it. And certain medications, like diuretics, antacids, or even blood pressure pills, quietly flush it out. The result? You feel tired even after sleeping. You wake up with stiff legs. You're more prone to cramping, twitching, even falling. Let me share a story. Mr. Howard, age 68, walked into my clinic with the classic complaint. "I'm losing strength, doc, but I'm eating fine." We ran some tests. His diet had plenty of calories, but his magnesium was rock bottom. We didn't give him pills. We helped him adjust his meals. Spinach in the morning, pumpkin seeds at lunch. 2 weeks later, he said, "My legs feel lighter, like they remember how to move again." That's the power of this forgotten mineral. So if you've been eating right but still feel weak, maybe it's not how much food you eat, but what your body can actually use. And that brings us to the heart of the problem. Why do aging muscles stop responding even when they get protein? Let's talk about something called anabolic resistance and how magnesium plays a hidden role in overcoming it. Number 2, magnesium's role in muscle metabolism. Muscle is not just about strength. It's not just about lifting heavy things or climbing stairs. It's your body's fuel system. It burns sugar. It stores energy. It even communicates with your brain, your bones, and your hormones. But for muscle to work properly, something has to flip the on switch. That switch is magnesium. Magnesium activates enzymes that tell your body, it's time to build, it's time to move, it's time to repair. And when you don't have enough, muscle cells can't communicate properly. Insulin doesn't get absorbed into the muscle. Blood sugar stays high. Your muscles stay off, even when you eat well. That's why magnesium is considered the spark plug of muscle metabolism. Let me give you the science. According to a review in Harvard Health Publishing, magnesium is involved in every major process of muscle protein synthesis. It regulates calcium, potassium, and vitamin D, all crucial for strong, responsive muscles. And more than 80% of older adults in the U.S. are not getting enough. Here's a real story. Linda, 73 years old, was always tired. She said, "My arms feel like jelly. Even brushing my hair is exhausting. Blood work showed low magnesium. Instead of starting medications, we started with food. She added black beans, spinach, and a sprinkle of pumpkin seeds into her meals. She also started doing light resistance movements while sitting. After 3 weeks, she came back smiling. I don't feel young again, but I feel capable again. And that's the word we forget too often. Capable. Magnesium doesn't promise youth, but it helps your body do what it was meant to do. Respond, recover, and resist breakdown. So now you know magnesium is more than just a number in your blood. It's the master key for energy, balance, and resilience. But here's the tricky part. How do you know if you're running low? Let's uncover the silent signs of magnesium deficiency and what your body might be trying to tell you every morning. Number 3, the hidden signs of magnesium deficiency. Not all warning signs shout, some whisper, especially when it comes to magnesium. If you're waiting for a big red flag, you might miss it, because magnesium deficiency rarely begins with a dramatic symptom. Instead, it often starts with little changes, the kind we brush off. You wake up tired even after a full night's sleep. Your legs feel stiff when you stand. You get cramps at night. You feel anxious for no reason. You start forgetting small things. These are not random, they're signals. Your body is quietly asking for help. Here's why. Magnesium helps your muscles relax after they contract. Without it, your muscles can tighten uncontrollably, causing spasms, cramps, or stiffness. It also supports your nervous system. So when magnesium is low, you may feel irritable, restless, or unable to sleep deeply. Even your heart, a giant muscle, needs magnesium to beat regularly. And yet, most people never connect these dots. They treat symptoms in isolation: sleep pills, painkillers, mood stabilizers, when what they really need is a magnesium check. Take George, for example, 71 years old. He came in complaining of trembling hands, jumpy legs, and brain fog. He thought it might be early Parkinson's, but his blood work said otherwise. He was critically low in magnesium. We made one simple change: greens at breakfast, beans and whole grains at lunch, a banana or avocado as an evening snack. A month later, George said something I'll never forget. I thought I was broken, but it turns out I was just empty. That's the power of replenishment. So if your body has been whispering with twitching, cramping, tension, or restlessness, don't ignore it. Your body isn't falling apart. It's simply asking you to refuel. But what do you refuel with? Let's uncover the top 5 magnesium-rich foods that older adults should eat every week and why they work better than supplements. Number 4, top 5 magnesium-rich foods for seniors. So now you know magnesium is essential. But here's the question that matters most. Where do you get it? Safely, naturally, and effectively. Not from expensive supplements, not from fancy powders, but from 5 humble, everyday foods that work better than most pills. Food number 1, spinach, the green powerhouse. Just 1 cup of cooked spinach contains over 150 milligrams of magnesium. But it doesn't stop there. Spinach also provides potassium, folate, and plant-based iron, all of which support healthy blood and muscle function. Try steaming it in the morning with eggs or adding it into soups. Food number 2, pumpkin seeds. Small but mighty. A handful of roasted pumpkin seeds offers more than 160 milligrams of magnesium. They're also rich in zinc, which supports immune health, and plant protein, which fuels muscle repair. Tip: add them to oatmeal, salads, or eat as a snack in the afternoon instead of cookies. Food number 3, black beans, steady and strong. 1 cup of black beans gives you about 120 milligrams of magnesium plus fiber, protein, and blood sugar stabilizing power. Beans digest slowly, preventing sugar crashes and energy dips. Try them in soups, stews, or even mashed into dips. Food number 4, avocados. Creamy and calming. Half an avocado contains roughly 60 milligrams of magnesium. It's also packed with heart-healthy fats and potassium. This combo helps relax blood vessels, reduce leg cramps, and promote a calm nervous system. Try spreading avocado on toast or blending it with yogurt for a breakfast smoothie. Food number 5, bananas. Simple but effective. One medium banana gives around 35 milligrams of magnesium plus vitamin B6 and fast energy. Perfect as a pre-walk snack or before light resistance training. Pair it with a spoonful of peanut butter for a muscle-boosting combo. Now here's the powerful part. These foods don't just give you magnesium. They help your body absorb and use it. Because when magnesium comes from food, it arrives with fiber, fat, vitamins, and minerals that work together like a symphony. That's why food-based magnesium feels different. It energizes without jitteriness. It calms without sedation. It heals without confusion. Just like George said in the last section, I wasn't broken, I was just empty. These foods filled him up, not just nutritionally, but energetically. So instead of pills, let's go back to the plate. But here's something you might not know. Some common foods drain your magnesium quietly and daily. Let's talk about them next and how to protect your minerals. Number 5, common foods that deplete magnesium. You might be eating magnesium, but at the same time, something else might be stealing it. See, nutrition isn't just about what you put in. It's also about what takes away. And the truth is, there are everyday foods, common, even comforting, that slowly drain your magnesium without warning. Let's look at the culprits. Dish number 1, sugar, the silent thief. Every time you eat sugar, your body uses magnesium to process it. The more sugar, the more magnesium gets used and lost. That includes sweet tea, pastries, soda, and even low-fat yogurts with added sugars. Sugar pulls magnesium from your tissues and pushes it out through urine. Dish number 2, caffeine, the disguised drainer. You might love your morning coffee, but caffeine increases urination, which leads to more magnesium loss. If you drink more than 2 cups of coffee or tea daily and don't replace the lost minerals, your levels can quietly drop. Dish number 3, alcohol, the magnesium leak. Alcohol blocks magnesium absorption and causes it to flush through your kidneys. Even moderate drinking, like 1 glass of wine daily, can affect older adults more due to reduced kidney efficiency. Dish number 4, highly processed foods, empty but expensive. White bread, instant noodles, canned soups, fast food. They're low in magnesium but high in salt, sugar, and chemical preservatives. These additives interfere with how your body absorbs and stores nutrients. You might feel full, but your cells stay hungry. Dish number 5, excessive salt, the sneaky blocker. High sodium intake increases magnesium excretion. So even if you eat spinach and seeds, a salty soup or packaged snack can cancel the benefit. So what can you do? Don't panic. You don't have to cut out coffee or treats entirely. But here's the key. Balance in, balance out. For every draining food, add something that restores. Coffee in the morning, add greens to your breakfast. Sweet craving in the evening, choose a banana with nuts instead of cookies. Pasta for lunch, pair it with beans and olive oil. It's not about guilt, it's about awareness. Mr. Carl, age 70, used to drink 3 cups of coffee, snack on crackers, and eat fast food once a day. He also had weekly leg cramps and restless sleep. We didn't tell him to give up everything. We told him to add a spinach omelet in the morning, pumpkin seeds in the afternoon, black beans and avocado at dinner. 2 weeks later, Carl said, I didn't quit my habits. I just upgraded them. That's the mindset. Small swaps, steady shifts. Magnesium doesn't need a dramatic entrance. Just a quiet return, 1 meal at a time. But now you might wonder, is there a best time to eat magnesium-rich foods? Yes, timing matters. Let's talk about the ideal rhythm of eating magnesium so your body absorbs every bit of it. Number 6, the best time to absorb magnesium. Not all nutrients work the same way. Some need sunlight, some need fat. Magnesium, it needs timing and partners. See, magnesium absorption is not just about what you eat. It's about when and how you eat it. So when is the best time? Let's keep it simple. Time no. 1, in the morning to awaken muscles and mood. Your body naturally uses more magnesium in the early hours for muscle activation, nervous system balance, and cortisol control. Starting your day with magnesium-rich foods can reduce morning stiffness, calm anxiety, and support steady energy. Try spinach in your omelet or black beans with eggs. Time note 2, with meals that contain healthy fats. Magnesium is absorbed better when paired with fat-soluble nutrients like vitamin D and omega-3s. So eat it with avocado, olive oil, nuts, or fatty fish. Fat acts like a delivery truck, helping magnesium reach your cells efficiently. Time no 3. After physical activity for muscle repair, after walking or light resistance exercise, your muscles crave minerals to recover. Magnesium supports tissue healing and reduces soreness. Have a banana with peanut butter or a smoothie with leafy greens and seeds after movement. Time no. In the evening to help your body relax. Magnesium also supports melatonin production, the sleep hormone. Eating magnesium at dinner can calm your nervous system and help prepare you for deeper rest. Try beans with avocado or roasted pumpkin seeds with warm tea, non-caffeinated. Timing isn't about being perfect, it's about being intentional. Let food be your gentle rhythm, not just a source of energy, but a signal to your body. You're safe, you're supported, you can rest. Linda, remember her? She started having greens with breakfast and seeds at dinner. 2 weeks later, she said, "My body doesn't fight me anymore. It feels like we're on the same team again." That's the shift we want, not just more magnesium, but magnesium at the right time, in the right way. And when you pair this with even the smallest movement, the effects multiply. So next, let's explore how magnesium and resistance training work together to rebuild aging muscles, even after 70. Number 7, healing movement. Pairing magnesium with resistance. Magnesium is powerful, but magnesium with movement. That's where the magic happens. Think of your muscle like a garden. Magnesium is the water, but resistance, that's the sunlight. Together, they don't just keep the plant alive, they help it grow, bloom, and stay strong. You see, after age 60, many muscles stop responding to protein the way they used to. This is called anabolic resistance. Your body gets the nutrition, but doesn't know what to do with it. That's where movement comes in. Just a few minutes of light resistance signals your body, I still need these muscles. Keep them live. And when that signal is paired with magnesium, your muscles don't just survive, they rebuild. Let me share a story. Tom, 74, used to avoid stairs. His knees were shaky, his thighs felt weak. He thought it was just aging, until we asked one question. When was the last time you told your muscles you still need them? We started small, 5-minute chair squats each morning, 10 steps up and down with support, 1 banana with peanut butter afterward. 3 weeks later, Tom said, I feel steadier, not strong like when I was 40, but strong enough to trust my legs again. That trust is everything, because once you feel safe standing, you move more, you fall less, you breathe deeper, you sleep better. The science supports this too. According to Dr. Heather Leighty, even light resistance before or after meals increases muscle sensitivity to protein. Dr. Stephen Anton confirms, movement is the signal, nutrition is the fuel, but magnesium is the key that unlocks it all. So how can you start? Simple. Before breakfast, do 5 slow chair squats. After lunch, use a light resistance band for 3 minutes. Before dinner, walk for 5 minutes, then eat magnesium-rich foods. It's not about lifting weights, it's about sending a signal. You're still needed, you're still alive, because when your muscles know you need them, they remember how to be strong. And that brings us to something deeper. Maybe it's not just our legs we fear losing. Maybe it's our freedom, our independence, our identity. Let's talk about the emotional side of muscle loss, and the moment many of us realize what we're really afraid of. Number 8, emotional insight. What are we really afraid of? Let's pause for a moment. Forget the science. Forget the checklists. Let's talk about something deeper. Because when you lose muscle, Guillermo, you're not just losing strength. You're losing part of your freedom, part of your identity. Behind the aches, the stiffness, the slower steps, there's something else. A quiet fear most people never say out loud. It's not the fear of getting older. It's the fear of losing control, of needing help for everything, of becoming invisible, of being trapped inside four walls. While life goes on outside, one of my patients, Janice, 76 years old, said it perfectly. I'm not afraid of aging, doctor. I'm afraid of not recognizing myself one day. I'm afraid of sitting still and fading quietly. That sentence stayed with me because it's not just hers. It belongs to thousands of people over 60 who are still full of heart but slowly feel the body slipping away. But here's the light in that truth. You are not powerless. Not at 65, not at 75, not even at 85. Your body still listens. Your muscles still respond. Your spirit, your agency is still alive. The goal isn't to run marathons. It's to walk into the kitchen without fear, to stand from a chair without pain, to get out of bed each morning and say, I'm still here and I still matter. And that begins with something small. A walk after dinner, a few stretches in the morning, a bowl of beans and greens instead of toast. Every one of those choices says, I want to live, not just survive. So if you've been afraid to begin, if you've told yourself it's too late, let this be your turning point, because your story isn't finished. Not yet. There's more strength inside you than you remember. And now let's bring it all together. A quiet summary, a healing moment, a reminder that muscle loss is not the end. It might just be the beginning of your comeback. Healing the elderly soul. Let's take a deep breath together. You have learned that muscle loss after 60 is not a life sentence. It's not your fault, and it's not too late. You've learned that magnesium is more than a mineral. It's a quiet healer, a spark, a bridge between food and function, between nutrition and independence. You've seen how the right foods, spinach, seeds, beans, it can awaken tired legs. How a few simple habits, walking, stretching, choosing purposefully, it can rebuild trust between you and your body. And above all, you've seen that healing is not loud or dramatic. It's quiet, gentle, one meal at a time, one breath at a time, one choice at a time. You are not behind. You are right on time, and your body is still listening. So don't give up on it, because it hasn't given up on you. Now, before we go, let me leave you with this. None of these changes require extreme effort, just quiet, steady intention. You still can, you still have time, and you still matter. If you saw yourself in what we just discussed, if you believe aging doesn't mean losing strength, but reclaiming it slowly and powerfully, then don't keep this to yourself. Share this video with a loved one. Subscribe to Senior Muscle Lab, where we don't just talk about living long, we talk about living well. And if you have a story, a struggle, or a moment of courage, leave it in the comments. I always read them, and maybe your story will become someone else's turning point. But before you go, did you know that in Japan, elderly adults use a bedtime technique that helps prevent muscle loss while they sleep? It's not a pill. It's not a workout. It's a quiet 2-minute ritual practiced every night. In our next video, this Japanese trick stops muscle loss before bed. We'll uncover how this simple habit helps maintain strength, balance, and deep healing rest. Your evening routine might never be the same.